If a man always has to wear some type of hat, no matter where he goes, he's DL.
In the last few years, man wears a hat, he's either not confident or he's gay. But if a woman wears makeup or a wig, she's
Ty Boogie is cooking right now. Oh, or I ain't like his shoes.
A certain group of women told me that my shoes were not giving, meaning that my
Did not say that. What's good, peeps? It's your boy JP back at it again with another video, and today we are reacting to Ty Boogie. Shout out to Ty Boogie. I really like his content. He's a smart brother, and yeah, we're gonna get into his video. Today's video is men are avoiding single events and women are left confused. We're gonna figure out what it is these women are confused about and why these men aren't attending these single events. But before we figure that out, because I'm about to drop some gems. Don't even know what this is, but I just know I'm dropping some gems. But before we do that, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And join the Prosper gang. There's a lot of prosperity going around this mug. I want you to win, and I want to win. We can win together. We can win together. With that being said, let's just get into the video.
80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None.
I approached a black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me.
and you seem like a great guy, but when I tell you, humbling, very, very humbling experience.
If a man always has to wear some type of hat, no matter where he goes, he's DL.
in the last few years.
Hey, whoa. Bring that back. What? I feel offended. I wear hats. I'm a hat nigga. I've been doing this since high school. Don't play with me. Don't play with us. This is a fashion nigga. I like fashion and I just like hats. I don't know what it is about hats. Like hats, accessories, like I like rings. I got way more rings than this. I'm keeping it light right now. Accessories. All right. So anyway, I'm a fashion dude. I've been doing this since high school. So what you trying to say?
Is a lot of single people been asking the question, where do the good singles go? Like the people that's actually looking for real relationships, like where do they go? Because now that they're actively pursuing people, it's like, why can't I find anybody? Whenever there's a problem, there's a business. So that's why we have singles events, where we have singles that are like-minded that can meet in the same setting and get to know each other and possibly find their life partner. A place where women actually want to be approached, and then men don't have to worry about women possibly turning them down. They get to choose from a variety of women that are looking for a man like them, right? Wrong. Men are not even showing up to these singles events.
When I walked in, it was packed. And what do you think I saw? What do you think I saw?
What did you see?
Exactly what I thought I was going to see.
What?
80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None.
I saw so many black women try to solve a problem in dating by starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men were not signing up. They would be selling tickets to speed dating, and they would always end up with men's tickets on sale. Always, because they weren't buying any. Just the other day, a big account that I follow for black creatives did like this Cupid thing where they were like, hey, send us a profile about yourself and we would love to post it and like play matchmaker. Sounds like a cute idea, right? Not one single man sent their profile in. And mind you, this is an account that has well over 100,000 followers. It's just time to...
So, with that being said, you have to look at the behavior patterns. So if nobody is signing up, obviously it's something that men understand. It's not like a one-off thing. It's something that men as a whole understand that women is missing. So, and this is the problem that sometimes women don't get. They get blindsided. That they look at situations from a blame issue than a constructive problem-solving issue. they do try to solve the problem, but they try to solve the problem by exerting the responsibility on the other people, on the other party, and not taking responsibility for what part in that problem they participate in. So no, it's not our fault men don't show up. It must be something wrong with the men. No. If that was the case, then maybe not a whole bunch of men would show up, but men would show up. The fact that little to almost no men show up means there's a universal understanding that us men have to why we don't do it. So that must mean y'all have to sit into yourselves and wonder, what could we be doing to make men not show up? But that means you have to think about them in a focused way. And a lot of people don't want to do that. So, and if you want to know, my conclusion to why men don't show up is because it's not effective. It's not. You walk in, women, when you walk into those environments, women got their dating gauges all the way up. Like, the best time to catch a woman and to win her over, and it's going to sound bad, but you want to catch her with her guard down. Not like that, but like, you want to catch her when her defenses is down and she's more open to hearing what you got to say, especially if you're a good dude. If you a fuck nigga, stay away from women and stop trying to take advantage of them. But if you're a good dude, catch them when they are more open. And you would think this is an opportunity for them to be open. It's not like that. No. They got their guards up. They're looking for red flags. No. You want to catch people in like a natural environment, like communities where y'all just so happen to be friends. At that point, they're not looking for red flags. They're just being more natural about liking you instead of going into a manufactured, because these are manufactured connections. Like, I'm trying to manufacture a connection by creating singles events. So you're forcing it. And one thing that never works with women is forcing it. So what you want to do is catch them in situations where they're just naturally there. Like say communities. Like, if you a biker, go to a bikers community where other women are, and you just naturally become their friend. They naturally start liking you, and you naturally start dating them. At that point, it's not forced. It's more organic. Nothing about singles events is organic. It's not. And men know that. So when they go in it, women's guards are up. They're not giving you a time of day. You say one thing they don't like, they exit you out. It's not really like that in the real world. Let's put it like this. Singles events is like how women date on the internet, but in real life. If they took how they date on the internet and they put it in real life, they take the same approach. And that's why it don't work. How people really date in real life is like how I say in communities. People naturally find people that either they're attracted to, they organically start talking to, and they start liking them based off like just natural things. It's just natural connection. And then time goes and they keep connecting, and the connection grows. Not you sit on this table, on this side of the table, I sit on this side of the table, impress me. It doesn't work like that, and that's how they feel, and that's why they don't show up. I know they got long-winded, but I wanted to kind of explain so when we get into the video, you kind of know why like 90% of men don't show up, because obviously it's a problem if that many men not showing up.
Stop.
I approached a black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me, and that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot. He was not interested. I moved on. But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out of like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women. Later that night, another very attractive black man came in, the exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 black women throughout. And I could tell, I would look over at the black women occasionally, they would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And as someone who has reviewed a bunch of different like dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the black women are looking for other black men and the black men are not looking for black women. unless the host of the event is like a black person or a person of color. And as much as I say that I am going to start dating outside my race, my mind, whenever I walk into like...
Okay, we're not going to make this video about race.
Yeah, because she was definitely cherry picking. Like, that does happen, right? It's not at that alarming rates. And look at her demeanor. Like, she looks like she doesn't date black men for real. But I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Hey, my girl black. I only date black women, so I can't relate to her struggle.
But wow, so men aren't even trying anymore? It's almost like men have a universal understanding that...
A universal understanding is something that we all understand.
Most likely this will result in a loss for them. Well, never mind the fact that most...
And instead of them trying to figure out what that loss is, they just blame us for it. And that's why it never gets solved. Because you're not solving it by understanding what do I do wrong and what are they probably doing wrong. They have a negative connotation of what they think they're not going to get, and we probably reinforce that negative we probably reinforce that negative experience that they think they're going to have, so they don't show up.
Of these events are marketed to women. Men and women are getting on podcasts having discussions about men not showing up to these singles events, and I'm pretty sure this conversation will not disappoint you. Check this out.
There was a study called from the Pew Center Research conducted a study that said 63%.
This clip was actually in another video I reacted to when it was talking about men aren't approaching women no more, something like that. Just go check that video out.
And under age 30,
I was cooking.
Would rather stay home and watch porn than go on a date. Men say they are getting their needs met without having to go on a date. Would men rather stay single than be with a woman is the question.
That's what they're saying, pretty much.
63% of men.
I think they're cheap.
Yeah, they just ain't got no money.
They don't have money, which you should get your money up.
It's crazy how women can be so dense to men's needs and wants. Man, it's crazy. Like, they would deal with men and talk about men all day, but not understand nothing about the way we think. It's crazy. I mean, bro, it's literally like, you'll tell them something, you'll be like, y'all think like that? So you spend this much time talking about men and how much you don't like them and this and that, just to not understand like that basic information. Crazy.
Before you start dating. Crazy. So it is cheaper to sit home and beat your meat,
right,
than actually go out and find actual women to hang out with.
That's a sad reality.
I disagree.
Why? What do you think?
Is it less of a headache to have to deal with a woman or something?
There it goes. Like, it's a headache. Now I gotta take you out. I gotta hear what you had to tell your whole day.
That's why you take out people you actually like, and then you don't feel that.
Yeah, but then I gotta get to know you first to like you, right?
Yeah.
So how do I get to know you?
Call on the phone.
So you rather hand?
Hey, listen. I'm married.
Hey, you always gotta say. Okay, so if you wasn't married,
I'd probably beat him. I mean, 100 miles an hour.
Well, there you have your answer, ladies. The men don't want to date because they're broke. Wrong. While there may be men that don't want to go out there and be in the dating field because they're stacking their bread, the fact that she went straight to a man being broke is crazy. But that's the answer right there. Maybe men are tired of being called broke from a person that's looking for financial support. And I know this is not all ladies, because as you see, I have a ring on my hand. I wouldn't have a ring on my hand if my woman was talking like this. But I have to say that the bad fruit have really messed it up for the good fruit. But here's another perspective that a man introduced. Check this out.
So this went viral on Twitter, and I saw it, and it got me thinking about something I already knew, but it put it in a different perspective for me. Because men were in the comments saying, "Oh, this is weird, this is strange, it looks desperate." And what's wild to me is that somebody literally created a space where men could approach women that want to be approached and talk to women that want to be talked to, and men saw that as strange. And men were in the comments saying, why go to this when I can talk to a woman, on social media, on Instagram and Twitter, at the mall or in public, whatever it is, right? And then it had me thinking about all the times I've heard women talk about how they've been approached at times they didn't want to be approached, like at the gym, at the grocery store, at work, because they're there to do those things. Work out, get groceries, and work, right? But to a man, anywhere where a woman and a man can meet is grounds for finding a relationship or finding a partner. Meaning, in his head, if a woman is near him or in his vicinity, that woman is available to him. It's entitlement.
Again, what he's saying logically makes sense. In a perfect world. Thing about this world is, it is far from perfect. It has nothing to, well, I ain't gonna say it has nothing, because for some people it do, but like I said in the beginning of this video, just because women show up there and they say they want to be approached, this is a perfect example. Perfect example. Y'all watch Pop the Balloon? Y'all watch Pop the Balloon, right? Those women that's on Pop the Balloon, they all there for what? What's supposed to be there for what? Finding love, right? Right. But then you hear what? Oh, you too short. I'm not this hype. I'm just speaking as that guy. Oh, too short. I'm 6 foot. How tall are you? I'm 5'6". How am I too short? You 5'6", I'm 6 foot. Well, with heels, like I'm 5'9", so I need you to be way more taller than that. Oh, or I ain't like his shoes. Oh, okay. Or like it just, the vibe just wasn't connecting. Right. So they also there to be approached. What's the difference? The difference is, like I said in the beginning, their guard is up. And one thing about women is when their guard is up, they're looking for red flags to cancel you out. And another reason why this might be it is because another reason why this might be the case is because when you go, and this could be the same for either sex, it don't matter. If I'm a man and I'm going to one of these events, I'm because a lot of us chase fantasies, right? So I'm thinking, man, when I'm on my way to the event, right? I'm in a car and I'm thinking, man, there's gonna be some baddies up in here, man. There's gonna be some fine women. I'm gonna see a girl that got XYZ. She gonna look like this. She gonna have this type of personality. And you show up, right? You got this in your mind because you're on your way to the event. So you have a set of expectations that realistically or unrealistically or unwarranted that you just have. You just have those expectations on your way there. And when you get there, you get let down because people are real. People aren't made to fit your fantasy. They're real people, right? So you get there and you realize, man, these are real people and like none of these people fit the mindset I have. So now you're just exiting people out because they don't fit the fantasy you have. And women tend to do that. They're on their way to the event picturing this perfect guy that they hope that they run into when they get there. They entering in with expectations up here. And when they walk in and they see that like 90% of those guys don't fit that, they just start Xing people out. Or they see that one guy that they want and they Xing everybody out to get to that one dude. That's like a lot of the case too, right? And that's just how it is. It just is. So what he's saying in a perfect world makes sense. Oh, they're there to be approached. Yeah, but if you fit my mold and you walk up to somebody that you find attractive and they're looking at that guy across the way that's 6'3" and all the other stuff, now she just X you out without really giving you a chance. This is why I say you meet women when their guard is down and they're like in communities. It's more organic. They throw out the superficial stuff because now they get a chance to meet and understand your personality. You know, you might say a stupid joke to them. They might think it's funny and then it just continues on from there. And it grows and it grows and it grows. And then she wondered, damn, I never really thought about you even being 6 foot. Like, that never was a thought because she organically fell for you. It wasn't no superficial shit. And when they go to these dating events, it's superficial. It's just shit that's just not said but understood. And that's what he don't get. It's not said, it's understood. Women don't see it because they're not dating women. They're dating men. So that's why they don't see it. If they were a man for a week, they'll understand, like, damn, this what I was doing? Yeah, you just don't see it because you date men, you don't date women. So that's the complex to it.
Which is why a lot of men find it weird when women who are taken go to clubs with their friends. Because in his head, why are you at a place where there are single women and you're not single? In other words, why aren't you here with the person you belong to? And if you think about it further, right, in public, when a man sees a woman wearing revealing clothing, in his mind, you're also available to me. So the woman says, oh, I have a partner, I have a boyfriend, right? In his head, you got...
And I'm not saying he's completely wrong in some of them statements. This just doesn't apply to why 90% of men don't go to them dating events. Like I told you, the standards be through the roof. And you playing a losing game, walk through the door because their expectations is up here. Kind of like I said, like a salesperson. If a salesperson caught you organically, you would have heard them out. If you went to a situation where there are salesmen people there, your guard is up. It's going to be a lot harder to sell you in those situations compared to if they just caught you off guard. You know the sales game. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Be lying because you're out here alone looking available, right? To a lot of men's like minds, any woman out in public that they can physically see and be attracted to has to be a single woman. You have to be single because you're basically out here.
He's moving the goalposts. He's not talking about why men not going to single events. He's just trying to like talk about how men got approach women in crazy situations. Like I say, communities. Don't just do random shit like at the gym, at the grocery store. Leave them alone there. Like I said, communities where like y'all are just gonna naturally have conversations because you're in a similar community. If you go on a run and jog, if you a person that do runs, you're gonna talk to people that's there. That's just what happens. If you don't want to be talked to, I mean that's possible, but people don't mind you talking to people in those situations. That's when I say when their guard is down, not at the grocery store, nigga. That's weird. It ain't weird, but it's just you forcing it. It's not weird, you just forcing it.
And essentially what it boils down to is, why are you not in the house? You get what I mean? Like, why are you here?
He moving the goalpost, bro. The nigga is moving the whole goalpost.
And not in a house somewhere with somebody you belong to. Because to me, you are available because I can see you. And I don't see anybody else around you that's going to tell me you're not available. I
could kind of see his point when he said a man doesn't mind walking up to a woman in places that she doesn't want to be approached. Why wouldn't you attend a dating event where women are looking to be approached by you? I would say this: ladies respond real different when they're with a group of girls versus when they're just by themselves and you approach them. I mean,
and mind you this, cause women are selective a lot of times, and men are too. Fuck it, we all are. When just how that black lady said when she walked up in there, he walked immediately to the white women and just ignored her. Because when you walk in, when everybody walks in, you immediately see your competition. You're competing at that point, straight up. And and not only, because most of the time you're always competing, but when you're competing and your competition is visibly right next to you, it makes it 10 times harder. If I am I'm a 5'6", 5'7" dude, and next to me is a 6'5" nigga that is in shape, and he's right next to me, that makes my chances of success 10 times harder. Unless in comparison to where if he was across town and I'm by myself. You ever hear that thing where it's like women bring ugly women to the club with them to make them look good? There's a reason for that. Because it heightens them up. Like it's like a tall dude bringing a short dude with him to the club. It immediately makes him more attractive. But if he was with other tall men, now he got more to compete with. It's the same concept. Same thing with me. Like, I wouldn't want to go to a club if I'm hitting on women with a tall dude. I'm not going to do that. Just go by myself. So it's like my competition is still around, but it's more like it's smoke and mirrors. What you don't see, what does they say? Is like what isn't seen. Like it's a saying they got. It's like what you can't see don't exist or some shit like that, right? And it's the same concept, right? So that's the thing. Like when your competition is right next to you, it makes it that much harder. If those white women were not there, she might have would have had a better chance. He might have would have wanted to hear her out because her competition was right next to her, and he's into white women, but she lost right off the rip. It's the same concept. It's the same concept, and that's why they don't like going. Ain't about no, I just don't want to approach women in those environments. I want to approach them at the grocery store because you are accessible to me. I don't know where the fuck the nigga was going. He moved the whole goalpost.
Even think about the rejection of a man getting rejected in front of a group of women versus him walking up to one girl and her possibly just saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got a man." Right. And, he just walk away.
Like I say, it's different scenarios put women at different guards. You got to know those different scenarios
with his dignity. So I think that definitely plays a part. But it seems like the ladies want to be talked to when they want to be talked to, and the men want to approach when they feel like approaching. There's no middle ground. But also I feel like the lines have gotten so blurred during these gender wars. Each side wanted to win the battle so bad, creating BS like sprinkle, and then men, the red pill, trying to prove who's wrong or who's right. But at the end of the day, the goal is to be together. But so
right. That's why all this bickering and fussing don't do nothing. And what it does is create these environments like single meetups where people are showing up to prove the other side wrong. That's why I say communities are important. Go to cities where there are communities with both sexes involved in that community. Like I said, go run and join a run club, join a boxing club. Well, not boxing. Wait, never mind. Join a run club. Join a fitness club, not the gym, a club. The gym isn't a community. Well, it is, but it's not. It's not a social community. It's just a community. But you want to join a social community and like workout communities, like actual like a gym club or something is a social community. It just socially around a particular subject, right? Do a bowling thing, whatever the fuck, man, you know what I'm trying to say. Join a community. Those are more organic spots, and because y'all got something in common, so you already plan on friendly ground because y'all got something in common already. So it just makes sense. And you ain't gotta worry about the weirdo labels getting thrown on you because y'all got something in common. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people date people that they work with. Because it's like, even though work isn't supposed to be that type of community, people turn work into a social community because their guard tends to be down there. So it's just how that works typically.
Much has been said that people don't even want to be together anymore. Like some of the things that I've heard the ladies say have been so outlandish. Like, why would a man want to be actively dating if women are saying things like this?
If a man always has to wear some type of hat, no matter what.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting on her since the beginning of this video. We on ass and not hers. No Diddy.
Where he goes, he's DL.
Just in case you didn't hear her, she said if a man is always wearing a hat, then he's DL. For y'all that don't know what DL is, on the down low, he's with the guys. So
I don't even understand that correlation. Make that make sense. She had to record that in her room with the lights off so we couldn't see her ass. It's 'cause we was gonna get the clowning. She was gonna get roasted with her chopped ass. She's smart to keep that fucking light off.
Man can't even wear a hat? Now surely you'll probably say to yourself, well, that's just one woman that's speaking like that. Let's read some of the comments. This comment right here said,
No. They can't be in the comments with that bullshit. Come on. Because he's suspiciously trying to hide his thoughts. This is what happens when you take Girls Club, the Girls Club, and you put that shit online for everybody to read. This is what happens. When you do that, and you put the Girls Clubs online, so people that normally wouldn't be in these stupid ass clubs wouldn't be able to read it. This is what that is. This is kind of like barbershop talk, but for women, and they just put it online. And this is why we like, you know what? These hoes stupid.
Because he's trying to hide his thoughts. A man wears a hat because he's trying to hide his
she's just being a troll and stupid at the same time.
Thoughts. And then that has so many likes. Oh, what about this one right here? Men who wear hats don't have confidence. So if
I can see how that could translate. That could be a thing. And for me, I just like hats. You know what I mean? That's just really my thing. And it's just always, I don't know, it's just always been my thing. But but I could see that being a thing in some instances. That I think that's more realistic than some DL. What the fuck? Or he's hiding his thoughts. Like, shut your stupid ass up.
Man wears a hat, he's either not confident or he's gay. But if a woman wears makeup or a wig, she's
brother is about to cook. Ty Boogie is cooking right now.
Beautiful queen. And ladies, do what y'all want to do. I'm just showing you the type of BS that men have to hear. People are still expecting men to approach women like we're back in the 90s music video. Nothing about dating nowadays seems pleasant. It seems like a full interrogation of two people trying to figure out what they could get from the other person. But I'm married, so let's hear it from a single guy.
So I got sick of the dating apps and decided to attend 2 different dating events this past week in Atlanta. And these experiences really put into perspective just the overall dating climate. I thought I was going to come in there and be the bomb. When I tell you I was humbled, a certain group of women told me that my shoes were not giving, meaning that my...
Did not say that. It's just like Pop the Balloon. Superficial as hell because their guard is up. Did I not just say, nigga, I'm cooking. Let me go get the... Did I not just say that? It's a psychological thing. And remember this, if you don't get nothing from this video, understand what I'm saying. It's not nothing that's said. It's just understood. You ever notice some things in life where it's like you can't say it? People just like it's a culture thing, like the things in the culture, like in the black culture, where it's like that's just the way it is. Like we don't know why, we can't explain why. It's just how it works. Same thing. It's not something that's said. It's not something that's recognized. It's just understood. And this is why men don't go. We just get it. It's like Pop the Balloon, but without the cameras. And the balloons, obviously.
Shoes were not up to par. I was wearing some Air Jordans, and apparently I had a crease or 2 in them. I don't even know why you're looking down there. Really? And just tonight alone, I had 4 different women. None of them knew each other. Okay, these were 4 separate conversations where all 4 of them said, "You're so handsome, you're well put together, you seem like a great catch, but I'm just not attracted to you. I'm sorry,
They're looking for red flags, bro. I'm telling you, when their guard is up, they're looking for red flags. Because they're going in there with expectations that are probably super unrealistic. Like most people probably do. Even men would probably do that too. They're going in there with expectations that's super unrealistic, and like they get humbled when they walk in and they don't see what they was looking for. So he was probably the closest to what they want. They just don't know how to say, well, you were super close to the fantasy I created in my head, but you're just not it though, and I can't settle for I can't settle. I gotta get exactly what I saw in my head. And because you don't fit that, I gotta pass.
I can't. And you seem like a great guy, but when I tell you, humbling, very, very humbling experience. Another woman literally said to me, "Nigga, why is you talking to me?" Because we're here to mingle. That's what we're here for. What? Ironically, the best conversations I had at both of these events were with women that I had no intention of being with romantically. Beautiful women, don't get me wrong.
Guard down. And they could tell that he wasn't interested. So their guard was down. Because they can't look for red flags they can't look for red flags in someone that's not interested in them. So it lets their guard down. And that's why the conversation was good. Cause it wasn't this battle for battle, who can find the first red flag shit.
I asked them, I said, why are y'all single? Shit. And they told me, well, the men that we like don't want us back. I looked around and there were so many guys that were just standing around. And I walked up to them, I said, hey man, how are you enjoying the event? And they are nervous, they're dealing with all these different feelings and thoughts. And that's when it hit me. I'm really not that special. Because there's some woman that's probably attracted to me that I'm not attracted to. So the cycle repeats itself, so on and so forth. Ultimately, everybody's just trying to find their person. It just is.
At the end of the day, what it is most of them are the men that's sitting in that corner like nervous because they feel like they at a circus show that they gotta like the women sitting over there and they like impress me, and them niggas like fuck it's just about to be rejection times 20, and I just can't I can't mentally, my anxiety just can't handle it.
It is, but I recognize for myself, right, that I am the most happy when I am not chasing, when I'm not out here searching for love, when I'm not.
And this is why you go to communities. Sorry.
Out here seeking it. I thought that by almost 30 years old, that I would have my person by now.
Damn, that nigga almost 30? Nigga, I'm old. I'm 31. I thought that nigga was pushing 35, 36. Damn, I'm a young looking nigga. I'm 31. I'm older than this brother. That's crazy.
I'd have a house with a picket fence, a marriage.
I ain't got none of those.
I thought that I would
close to marriage though.
Have these things acquired. But I had to let go of that timeline and recognize that we're not living in the same world that we grew up in. And that's just the fact of the matter. But ultimately, when you get past all of the need for romance, need to attract someone, need to come across as a viable option, and you get down to the heart of the matter, that's where the truest, most genuine relationships are formed. I'm going to spend more of my time with my creations because I feel that they give me and bring me great joy, more joy.
Like he's pretty much saying communities, join communities. I'm gonna let that rock out this video long enough. I got my point across because he just verified, he just validated everything I just said earlier. Everything, every single point I said, he just validated it. I ain't miss shit. I'm Steph Curry with these hoes. You know what I mean? I wasn't missing. Me and Ty was cooking. But shout out to Ty Boogie. Go ahead and check out his video. You see the title at the top, you know what I mean? And also, you know, his name Ty Boogie right here. Shout out to him. Go subscribe to the homie. The homie that I one day hope to actually be a homie. But with that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join the Prosper Gang. Cause we dropping gems, bro. I'm putting y'all on. This was a fun video to make. I was gonna make one more after this, but I think I took it home with this one. This is the one I'm most excited about. I'm probably gonna post this one first. But with that being said, hit the like, subscribe button, and join the Prosper Gang. Until next time. Oh, and remember, there is nothing impossible to they who try. Unless you go to one of these damn dating events, then at that point, nigga, it's damn near just impossible. Fuck it. Deuce.